Let's go to page 597, and this is lesson 12-9. The objective of this lesson is to apply triangle area formulas. So as you know from before, when you have a triangle, okay, usually you have the base and you have the height, and so the area equal to 1/2 base times height. Okay? But now we're going to deal with triangle that you don't know the height. The height is not given. Okay? And also one more thing is that we're not going to use letter A for area because A is for angle A. So we're going to use K for area. Okay? So that's going to consider several cases. Okay? So you're going to have three givings. Whenever you're solving a triangle or area, you have to have three givings. So if you were giving 0 side and 3 angles, okay, how you find the area? Well, in this case, you cannot, okay, because you need more information. Okay. And the reason for that, because think about equilateral triangle. Let's use an easy case. Okay, so let's say if this triangle, if you're giving 3 angles, 60, 60, 60, right? But what happens is that when you don't have any side, then you can have different sizes. Okay, so what happens when you have only angles, it does not fix the size of a triangle. Okay, see that? So if you only have 3 angles, if all you know is 3 angles, it can have all different sizes. Okay, so when you have 0 side, 3 angles, you cannot solve. Okay, you cannot find the area. Okay, you need have more information. Okay, this is terrible writing. Let's go write better. Okay, now let's go ahead and consider one side and 2 angles. Okay, so again, 0 side, 3 angles, cannot. 1 side, 2 angles. This the one you have to is in the book, so you have to it would be K equal to 1/2 A squared, and you're gonna get sine B sine C over sine A. See what happens when you have 2 angles, then you can find the third one, and so you got 3 angles in one side. See that? Okay, and so depends on which side is giving. Okay. So the side that is giving, if you're giving side A, then that you want to use the A version. Okay, if the side B is giving, then use 1/2 B squared. Okay, now if the B is giving, then the single one will go under here. So sine B, and the other two will go on the top. So it'll be sine A sine C. So when you try to memorize this equation, go by pattern. Okay. And so this is the A, this is the B, and the C version would be 1/2, again, C squared. So whatever the letter you have, then the single one will go down here. So it would be sine C, right? This would be a small c. Okay, so sine C will go down here. So again, the letter will match. The one that match will go on the bottom, and the one that don't match will go on the top. So it will be on the top. So it will be sine A, sine B. Okay, so you can see and AB, right? B, AC, A, B, C. So the side that's giving would be the one over here. So it depends on what side is giving. And so the side is giving would be the letter, right? The small letter. Then from here, you can figure out what goes over here. Again, if the A is giving, then A will go on the bottom, and the other two go on the top. If the B is giving, then the angle B will go on the bottom, the other two angles go on the top, and so forth. Okay? Now, next one would be 2 sides. If you have 2 sides and 1 angle, then this would be K equal to 1/2 BC sine of A. So if the angle A is giving, use the angle A, and the other 2 later will go over here. Okay? And if the B is giving, so sine of B. If the angle B is giving, then you have to have an A and C, right? So you get all 3 letters. Okay? and all these have half, right? All these have half in front, okay? And if the angle C is given, then you're going to have an A and B, right? So you get ABC. So you can notice the pattern. Angle A is given, so you have to use sine A, and the other two letters will be here. So A, then you get BC. If the angle B is given, then you're going to get AC. If angle C is given, you're going to get AB. So the single one, this is determined by the side that's given. This one is determined by the angle that's given, okay? So you can memorize by pattern. Now, next one is when you have three sides and no angle, zero angle. Okay, so if all three sides are given but no angle is given, then in this case, then you have to use something called a Hero's formula, okay? And so you're going to get area equal to square root of S times S minus A, S minus B, and S minus C. The S is called a semi-perimeter, so the S is 1/2 of the perimeter. So it's 1/2 A plus B plus C. So when you have a triangle, right, you have the A, B, C, right? So A plus B plus C is your perimeter, and half of that is semi-perimeter. So S is half of the perimeter, okay, and that's your formula. So this is called a Hero's formula. Okay. Okay, so again, zero side, three angles, one side, two angles, two sides, one angle, three sides, zero angle. Okay. So these are all the way to find out the area of a triangle without a height. Okay. So again, the formulas are fairly easy to memorize, and you want to memorize based on the pattern. This is actually a special equation. This is actually came from the cyclic quadrilateral inside. So what happens is when you have a quadrilateral inside, it's inscribed in a circle. So the area, the K, so K is actually square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, S minus D. Okay? But what happens is when a D becomes 0, if D equal to 0, and this becomes this. So this is a special case of this. This is when a quadrilateral, when a D equal to 0, it becomes a triangle, right? Again, when D equal to 0, okay, so when D equal to 0, then the quadrilateral becomes a triangle. And then this equation becomes that, okay? So this is a special case of this, okay? So again, this is much easier to memorize, like S minus A, minus S minus B, S minus C, S minus D. And again, this is for quadrilateral, inside inscribing a circle. But when a D equal to 0, it becomes a triangle, and so this becomes that, okay? So actually, I would kind of want to put S in the back. I like to use S minus A, minus B, minus C, and S minus D, and D equal to 0, okay? So I would probably like to memorize it that way, okay? Because this one have S in the front looks kind of weird. Okay? But anyway, so go back to this again. So make sure you know the different situation to know what equation to use. Okay? Okay, so let's go over some examples. So make sure you get these notes. Okay, make sure you get these important notes. Okay, so let's go to example 1. Okay, so again, let's go and write down what we know. Okay, get things organized. It helps you to see it very clearly. It says if B equal to 32, C equal to 27, and angle A equal to 108. Okay, so this is a case of one angle and two sides and one angle, right? So you have to use this kind. Okay, and the angle A is given, so you have to use this one here. Okay, so write down your formula. So K equal to 1/2. Okay, BC sine of A. So plugging everything in there, substitute. So B is 32, 27 sine of 108 degrees. So area will equal to, so get your calculator and pushing all the numbers in. So 1/2. Okay, so that's 1 over 2 times by 32 times by 27 times by sine of 108 degrees, push equal. So I got 410 point, so you got 410.856, and you kind of, in this case, you want to run off to 3 significant digits because this is kind of to the degree. So you go 3 significant digits. So k equal to 411. Okay, and that's it. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, example 2. So again, I want to write down my information. That way I can visualize. Okay. So example 2, from the area of the right triangle shown at the right. Okay, so the triangle is given like this. Okay, so this is 65 degrees, and this is 100 degrees, and this is 2.2 meters. And let's just follow the things in the book. They call this one side A, and B is over here. So if this is B, this will be small b, and this will be small a. That means this is an angle C, and this is small c. Okay? Okay, so this is the case of, okay, so C is 2.2 meters. Angle A is 100 degrees, and B is 65 degrees. Okay, so this is a case of two angles. So one side, 2 angles, okay? And so the side given is C, right? So you have to use this one here, right? So again, this is for one side, 2 angles. One side, 2 angles, and the side given is C, so you have to use this one, okay? So K equal to 1/2, the side given is C, so it'll be C squared, and it'll be sine C, and you're going to get sine A, sine B, okay? Okay, but notice that since the 2 angles are given, then you can get a third one, right? So use 180 minus 100 minus 65 equal 15. So this will be 15 degrees. Okay, so now we got everything, right? So we can substitute. So K equal to 1/2. C, small c is 2.2 squared times by sine of 100 degrees, sine of 65 degrees over sine of 15 degrees. So get your calculator, punch everything in, typing exactly what you see over here. So 1 over 2 times by 2.2 squared times by sine of 100 degrees times by sine of 65 degrees divided by sine of 15 degrees equal, so K equal to 8.345, okay, and you again 3 significant digits, so K equal to 8.35, and the label is meter, so area would be meter square, right? Okay, and that would be the answer, okay? And notice by doing this, you don't have to worry about what kind of case is it, okay? Notice in the book it tells you about what kind of case. So it doesn't matter what kind of case, you just go by what you have, okay? So make sure that, again, make sure you get these notes, okay? Make sure you get these notes. This is very important. It helps you to keep things organized, okay? Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, example 3. Okay, it says a triangular city lot has a side length of, so you got 3 sides. Okay, so in this case, okay, so this one you don't know the angles. And this one, they only give you 3 sides, so it doesn't matter which is A, B, C. So let's just call it A, the first one. Okay, let's just go down in order. And B equal to 60. And C equal to 80. Okay. So first we have to, so the three sides are given. Okay, so the notes over here. So three sides and no angles, you have to use Hero's formula, so that's that. Okay, so first let's write down the formula. So k equal to square root of, okay, I'm going to write s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, and s. Okay, there's no d, so s minus, so d equal to 0. So s minus d, which is 0, so it's still s. Okay, I kind of like write it this way, easier to memorize, just go a, b, c, d, right? Okay. Okay, and you have to find s. So s is 1/2 of the perimeter, so it'd be 50 plus 60 plus 80. Okay, so s equal to half of the perimeter. Okay, so let's go 50 plus 60 plus 80, push equal, then you divide it by 2, right? Half means divide by 2, so you got 95. Okay, okay, so k equal to square root of, so you got 95 minus a is 50. So 95 minus 60, 95 minus 80, and you got 95 minus 0, right? Because d equal to 0, so 95 minus 0. Okay, so now you're punching all the numbers. So this one, you have to be very careful, because, so you want to, I'm going to just work it out first, okay? So this would be 45. This would be 35, and this would be 15, and be 95. Okay, so you can work out one steps. Okay, so I'm gonna clear. So I'm gonna have 45 times 35 times 15 times 95 equal. I'm gonna push the equal. So k equal to square root of that number, big number. So you know what, I'm not gonna even do that. So just keep that on the side. Okay, and I'm gonna take the square root of that number. So I'm gonna go square root, so it'd be second, so the square root of the answer I get from before. So I get 1498.1, and notice this only have 2 significant digits, so we can run it off to 3 significant digits. That's fine. So it's about, so k equal to 1500, and this one does have a feet, square feet. Okay, because the feet times, so you have to get the unit correct. Area is a 2-dimensional, to be square feet. Okay, and that's it for example 3. Okay. Okay, let's go to example 4. Okay, so again, let's go and get our ABCs and see what we got. Okay, find the area of triangle ABC if B equal to 22, C equal to 30, and angle B equal to 30 degrees. Okay. So in this case, you have to do some work, okay? So notice over here, this one, it seems like it's one angle, 2 sides. So 2 sides and 1 angle. It looks like you have to do this. But the problem is, for this one, you need to have an angle A, okay? Because, see, you got BC, right? So you need to get A, but you don't have the A. So you have to do more work. So what we need to do is to find the angle, we have to use law of sine to find this angle, then we can find this angle. Then we can use, you know, this one over here. Okay? Okay, so that's going to do that. Okay, so that's going to find sine C over C equal to sine B over B. So sometimes if you don't have enough information to fulfill this, then you have to do additional work to get enough to use the formula. Okay? So again, like I said, right now you got 2 sides and 1 angle, and the 2 sides are B and C, but you need to have angle A, right? But you don't have an angle A, so you're missing angle A. Okay? So therefore you need to find angle A. So you have to do some work before you can use the formula. Okay, so it's a substitute. So you got sine C over 30 equal to sine 30 degrees over small b, so 22, so times by 30, so this will cancel out. So you got sine c equal to, so that's going to get calculator. So you got 30 times sine of 30 degrees divided by 22 equal, so you got 0.6818, and so angle C equal to, you have to go second sine of the answer I got from before, equal, so it'd be 42.985. So angle C will equal to 43 degrees. Okay. So this would be 43.0 degrees. Okay. But here's a problem. Okay. Because again, if this is bigger than that, so you know that this is not the smallest angle, so this could be the biggest one. Okay, so whenever this is a bigger angle, then you have to get second possibilities. So angle 1 possibility is 43. So angle C2, okay, would be, so 180 minus 43 equal 137 degrees. Okay? Okay. So that means you have to get second possibilities. Okay, so A, B, C. Okay, so we got 30 degrees, and so C1, C2. So C2 would be 137 degrees. Okay, so from here, you can find the A1. Okay, so let's call this A1, and this is A2. So you got 180 minus 30 minus 43 equal to 107. Okay, and A2 be 180 minus 30 minus 137 equal 13 degrees. Okay, so now we can use this information now, okay, to find K. Okay? Okay, so, and since this is the first possibility, I'm going to call it K1. So first possibility, again, use this one, this formula over here, equal to 1/2 BC sine of A1. Okay? So substitute everything in. So 1/2 B is 22, C is 30, sine of 107 degrees. So K1 equal to, so sometimes you get two possible triangles, so you get two possible answers. Okay, so 1/2 times by 22 times by 30 times by sine of 107 degrees equal, so you get 315.58, so run it off to 316, and does have a label now. Okay, so that's one possibility. Okay, now the K2 again is 1/2 BC sine of A2. So K2 equal to 1/2 22 30 sine of 13 degrees. Okay, and work it out. So you got 1/2 times 22 times 30 times by sine of 13 degrees equal, and if you run out to 3 significant digits, it will be 74.2. Okay. Like I said, depends on what you enter. You answer the last digit may off by little bit by 1. Okay. So in this case, there are two possible triangles. Okay. And if you want to wonder what a triangle looks like, this triangle, the angle A, it looks like this. So here's your angle A. Okay. So that's why it's kind of small. Okay. This one the angle A is kind of like this. Okay. Okay, and so that's different between the two triangles. Okay? So here's your 13 degrees, and here's your 107 degrees. Okay. Okay, again, two possibilities. Okay.